Ah, Undisputed, the boxing game where the only thing more frustrating than getting punched in the face is when your opponent decides to pull a disappearing act mid-fight. You know what I mean. Those glorious moments when you're deep into a match, skillfully dodging hooks and throwing jabs, only to watch your opponent suddenly vanish like a magician's rabbit. Poof! Just like that, they exit the fight, leaving you standing there in confusion, wondering if you accidentally walked into a game of hide and seek instead of a boxing match. Now, let's talk about the fallout of this magical escape. The player who quits? No loss for them. It's like they've discovered the ultimate cheat code to avoid accountability. Meanwhile, you, the poor soul who actually tried to engage in a fair fight, are left high and dry staring at your screen, wondering if you just lost to a ghost or a coward. You put in the effort, but the game decides that your sweat, tears, and strategic dodging don't matter. No glory, no triumph, just a big fat nothing. And let's not forget the impact on the matchmaking system. This is the game's way of saying, hey, let's pair you with players who might just exit the ring at the first sign of trouble. It's like getting matched up with a boxer who only fights when they feel like it, or when the odds are overwhelmingly in their favor. Talk about confidence. This situation creates a delightful atmosphere where players can strut around with an inflated sense of victory without ever having to face the consequences of their actions. It's the equivalent of throwing a temper tantrum and getting rewarded for it. Bravo, Undisputed. You've managed to turn competitive gaming into a circus act where clowns run away from the fight instead of putting in the work.
So here's a friendly request to the developers. How about implementing some consequences for those quitters? Maybe a quitter's curse that makes them wear clown shoes in every match? At the very least, let's make sure that when someone decides to bail on a fight, they should get the loss they deserve. After all, if you can't stand the heat of the ring, maybe you should stick to playing checkers.